Alright guys, we've successfully glitched out theatre mode in Kino de Toten, so now let's go exploring. Alright, so this is actually pretty huge. There's been a note that has been changed in Kino de Toten. So in the original one, in Dr. Max's room, in the Pentagon room that you can visit, and under the stairs by that side room on the stage, there is a note that talks about Saren and Taboon. It talks about to be wary of the Doctor, don't let him get too close or you could lose your life. They know how he got to this time and place. It's actually pretty cryptic. The date is 1975 and it has always been a mystery, this note, even back 6-7 years ago when Kino was released, because the note just didn't fit. It didn't make sense. Now, this note, it has not been changed in Dr. Max's office. It has not been changed in the 5 Pentagon room, but under the stairs, it has been changed. It's got updated font. The general message of it hasn't been changed, but some of the ciphered names, the encoded names, have a few letters changed. In the 2 part, it used to say FSER, now it says FSFR. The part that's in the From, the Originator to and Released part, that has also been changed. The original had IHCOM FSQG, but it now says IHCOM ESOO. So instead of FSQG, it says ESOO. So it has been changed, obviously. And finally, down at the bottom, you've got like a little table there and you've got some writing there. In this new note, it's not there at all. Now, like I said before, if you go to Dr. Max's office or if you go to the 5 room and you look at the note there, you can tell it's the original one. It's got the stretched writing, that original kind of the texture to it. You can just tell, and you can see that it's changed, and they literally have both versions of these notes. Now, my question is, why has it changed? As I said at the start, this note never really got solved. We never really thought about it. With Monty coming into it, it's possible when they refer to Doctor, it could be Monty, the year 75. That still doesn't make sense. So it's a very weird note, and I'm just wondering if maybe with these changed letters, we can actually decode who it originated from. So, this is a new thing for you guys to solve. The bus out here says Morg City Transit. So obviously they've just reused a bus from Shadows of Evil. It's not in a way where you'd be able to see it. So, the most you can do is be back here. You're looking out the window and you just see the edge of it. I don't think you'd be able to see the edge of it inside the theatre. No, you wouldn't be able to see that. So, it's just meant to represent a bus. I don't think it's not meant to mean anything. Now, behind the stage used to be the teleporter boxes, where you'd go to while you're teleporting. They were pretty small, they were black, and it was fairly simple. Well, now, in this Kino, those teleporter boxes are behind the spawn room, behind all those buildings, and they have this weird stone texture on them, but, most of all, they are huge. Like, they're absolutely huge, and I don't know why. They don't need to be that huge. You do have that new effect while teleporting, but it does not need to be that huge. And giving it that stone texture, I don't know why, because you don't actually ever see it. From alley, you can't physically see them because you've got those buildings in the way. So it just astounds me. And you can see a bit of black inside, and that's where you go. But I'm just wondering why the move, why make them so huge? So I'm wondering if there's like a bigger purpose to this. Now, we've got the tower over here. I don't know how to pronounce its name. It's like Handsome. I don't know. I just call it the Kino Tower. Anyway, it doesn't glitch out. Like, it doesn't go all white and different. And the cool thing is it is solid in some parts. So, like, I can't move forward. I can't go through this part. Which means if you somehow got out of bounds and you somehow got over here, you'd be able to stand on this part. You wouldn't fall off. Unless, like, there's a slide part to it. But, no. It's actually solid in a few places. And they've done a really good job with it. Down here, I don't know what's going on, but there's kind of like the glare in the camera. And for some reason, when I first saw it, I was like, oh my god, what's that down there? But no, it's nothing. I don't know why it happens. Okay, so the next thing I guess we'll check out is the tower. It's the same though. There's nothing in there. It's completely empty. And yes, you can see the radio here. So if you want a radio to activate, just shoot it from the alley. And the Berlin Wall. I'm pretty sure this is meant to be the Berlin Wall. They've done a good job with it. It is, of course, nothing on the other side. They've got a building here. They added a door. And, there's nothing there, but No, they've done a really good job recreating it. At least it looks fairly the same. I haven't played Kino in ages, but though it all mainly looks really good. And actually, looking at the theater itself, I don't know why I haven't done this yet, but you know, you can kind of see how things work. Like, you got these little boards here that, like, oh yeah, this is where the sunlight comes in. You got a random, you know, flag out here. And like you see like how the rooms are like stitched together. Like you see different colours, you see different parts. It's actually quite fascinating how it all works, how it all comes together. Now I don't know if I can actually get physically inside them, but I can light it up in a way like, oh yeah, this is what it looks like. So this is a... Can we get in this room? I don't know if I... Wait, this is a room... No, this is a room we can't get into, I don't think. No, because we're in that room over there. That's right. There's, like, it's so big, this part. So we get into this room here. And, you know, just by the layout. I made that Kino, Verrukt is in Kino. This layout should still help you. Like, you've got the side... Like, just imagine. This part is like... You're spawning in Verrukt. This is the left side. Juggernog is behind that door over there. And over here is like the other part. And this door here where the... Well, there's no door there. But the TV here is where the main power door is. Where it doesn't open until power's on. But everything else, it's the exact same layout. So yeah, this would be the room with Juggernog in it. You even got the window outline over here. But yeah, and then this room is this room's always fascinated me. Just because like you got that curtain over there that's like blocking your view, but there's like stuff in there and you can't have access in there. But it's just always fascinated me. Alright, so we'll travel underneath. You can get an idea of how things look and glitch out to Samantha's rec room. Now we've got the door on the outside. We've got the window here. Now, it kind of glitches out because when you're looking through that window normally, it's all grey. And at a certain point, you'll be able to see all this blackness. But obviously, like when you're in that room, you know, they change certain stuff around. So, I mean, there's not much anything to explore here, to be honest. Me and my friend had a look around. I don't think there's actually anything at all worthwhile in this room. The only thing that's interesting is the teddy. It doesn't have the red eyes anymore. The more interesting room is actually her normal room, to be honest. Like, there's nothing going on here. It's pretty much the same. So we'll leave that there, and we'll head over to her normal room, where you can actually... Some of the Revelation ciphers are still here. So, you know, I'm pretty sure this is like... I don't know if it's a straight up copy of her room from Revelations, but it's pretty damn close, I'm pretty sure. This one's over here, strangely enough. I don't know why, but it just always has been, even in the original. But, because you're not in these rooms for long. So it's nice to actually kind of get a decent look at everything. I don't know if that rocket still works in this one. You could, like, go up to that rocket and, like, it would activate and it would be, like, it would fly upwards. There's... What is there? The 1975 note's in there. I need to get a good look at it. But I mean, no, it's all mainly the same, and it kind of gives you an idea of what 5 would look like, you know, if they remastered it. Now, what's interesting is they're fully, you know, put shit underneath the stage. I mean, there's holes in it. You can obviously see through it in some parts, but you know, there's such a lot here, and I doubt there's anything important with it. But it does make you think, like, oh, like, what if there's something hidden in here? It would be a great way to hide a cipher. Like, you can only look through the floorboards, because that's how they used to do them in World at War. You'd look through a gap, and, you know, you'd hope to find something, like a note. So it's really interesting. There's a chalkboard over there. I'm pretty sure it's reused. Just from the one in the, like, Max's office in Kino, or one of the ones from Rissole. Now we have the alleyway here, and I don't think there's anything much important back here. You know, you've got some scaffolding, you've got a bin, you've got that door there, but nothing really kind of stands out. I mean, if you light up this area, there's nothing, just a door. You know, nothing over here. But yeah, just thought I'd give that a look. And then you've got this part here, which pretty much is just used to put the crates in when you're looking upwards. And you look through the window and like, oh yeah, must be a warehouse building. It's filled up and all that. So it's pretty interesting that they've done that. Same over here. They've got like garages now, which is interesting. You know, we're in this garage here. I don't know if it was open or not in the original. I honestly cannot remember if this was here originally. I don't think it was, but I don't want to say. But yeah, like it's interesting. You got the door there, window here, car here. Now above it, you know, as you're looking, you're not going to see any of this stuff, or at least down here. But you know, you can see this ladder up here, and you think, oh yeah, it must be fully explorable. It's just all flat up here. Nothing really interesting. All right, so we're inside now. And on the opposite end of the floorboard, so, you know, we'll go upwards. You know, everyone's like, oh, what if we climb the ladder? Do you actually know how high this goes? Like, holy shit. So, you've got, like, the boardwalk. I don't know why is it boardwalk? I don't know. But you've got, like, the ladder and all that up here. And you're like, oh, yeah. What you don't realize is there's another ladder that goes all the way upwards even more. And this even goes up here. Like, this is huge. Well, this is very long, this roof. And so it would have been amazing if like somehow you could get up here. But yeah, it's just all, there's nothing like of importance, but like they've done a good job. Like they've got all the cords and ropes and shit coming up here. So they have detailed it very well.
So that's Kino done, guys. I'd say the biggest things were the 75 note, the teleporters change locations with them being huge and all that, and the Shadows of Evil bus just being in the alley. Obviously it's not there for like a story reason, but it's interesting nevertheless. I still do plan to do all the other maps. I think next I'll do Moon because I have done the Easter egg. Unfortunately we did it too long that I didn't catch it all in theatre, but I realised that there's new music when the rockets are launched, so I want to kind of get a good version of that, good recording of it, and then upload it for you guys. And as well as that, you know, I want to no-clip Moon. I want to do it, you know, after the Easter egg, during it and all that. I think that'll be really, really cool. So that might be the next one, or I might just kind of do a more simple one like Shinonuma or Verrukt or Narked, but we'll wait and see. Until then, guys, I will catch you later. Cheers!